What's up guys, my name is Andy. In this video, I need to add a power wire from the battery to the under part of my dash so that I can provide a switched power source to some electronics in the car. I'm going to do it by using a relay, and I'm going to wire it up, and I'm going to put everything right here and then just run the wire underneath the dash. Now what I can't do is just take a wire from the positive terminal of the battery and just run it back there. What I want is a switched source, which means when the car is on, the power is activated. Now, depending on what car you have, you may be able to tap into a wire underneath the dash to get you that switch source, but in my case, I want a dedicated power source for my application. And other than just running this wire, I need to have something that's going to activate that. And what we're going to do is we're going to use this relay here, and I'll show you how we're going to wire it up. We're also going to come off of my starter solenoid as a trigger for this relay so that it'll allow me to turn that power wire on when the car is on, and then it'll be able to feed my electronics underneath the dash. Let's take a look at the bench of what we're going to work with. So in addition to the power wire that we're going to need already, we do want to use a relay. And this is just your standard automotive relay, and probably you guys are familiar with this layout. These terminals, these numbered terminals are the same on all these relays. And you can just hook up your spade connectors to those terminals, or using this harness does make things a lot cleaner. And what we want to do is we want to wire it up in a way that we're going to take power off of the power side of the starter solenoid. In this case, it's the same thing as just taking power wire off of the battery terminal. Okay, we're going to feed that into this relay. We're also going to use this terminal on my starter solenoid as a trigger to activate the relay. Then we're going to ground it. And then we're going to have a wire coming off the backside of this relay that's not going to, in this case, it's going to go, it says here to go to electric choke, because I had just done a video where I had done that, but the same wire setup is what we're going to use here, except this wire, instead of going to the choke, is going to go to inside of the car, where it will activate this box here. Now this box is set up to be just your standard. If you look at this half of the box, we would put this wire coming off of here that said to electric choke, pretend that wire goes here, and then we'll just use these as fuse connections to whatever I need to feed in the car that's going to be powered by a switch source. This up here is just for if you want to put your negative terminal wires, on there from whatever we're doing, but we don't need to worry about that. So we're just going to use the bottom half of this. This right here, I got this off of eBay. It was like 10 bucks. There's lots of different styles of these. Some of them don't come with that negative terminal stuff. We really just need just a place where I have all these fused, switched power sources. Instead of having to run a wire every single time, I can just power this box by this wire, and now everything in here will be turned on when the car is on, and that's what we're going for. So also in here, notice that I colored on the page here what the wire is on this harness. So if you don't have the same exact harness, you'll have to make sure you match up the wires. But in this case, this red wire it would be this one here, and this was going to be what's going to be ultimately attached to this box. This yellow wire is going to go to the trigger on the starter solenoid. This blue wire we won't use, so we'll just cut that off. The black wire is the wire that we're going to hook up to the positive terminal on the starter solenoid, but it's the same thing as hooking it up to the battery, the positive terminal on the battery. And then this white wire is the ground. And we're actually going to put a little connector on here that we're just going to link it up with that. When we drill this into the body of the car, that will be our ground. So that's how it's going to look. So let's get this relay all set up and ready to go to hook all this up. All right, so now this is ready to go. We didn't cut this down and put a ring terminal in here. I just want to make sure that this is going to be too long, because where we're going to mount this and where it attaches, this might be too long already, but I'll probably cut this down and then put a ring terminal when we're done with that. And then this one's ready to go, where we'll hook up this wire, but we're going to run it through the car first, and then we'll hook it up at the end so it doesn't hang up on anything. All right, let's go find a place to mount this in the car. All right, so in a previous video, I had put a relay right here. It's even kind of hard to see, even in the video now, but I put a relay here for the electronic choke. So I'm going to just put this new relay right next to it, and we're still going to be able to hide everything and kind of tuck everything in here so it doesn't look like there's a bunch of wires sticking out. So to do that, let's mark where we're going to drill the hole for the screw. And just by using this punch, it just marks the metal. so that I know where to drill that hole. I know you can't see it on here, but there's a mark in the sheet metal there. Let's go ahead and drill that hole. Now we can drill in this screw, just make sure everything fits good, the hole's big enough. Yep. Perfect, let's get that relay. All right, remember we're going to use the white wire as the ground, so if I just put it through here, I can put the screw in, and this will ground out the relay like we need and mount it to the car. All right, we'll be able to put some loom on this stuff and clean up the wires when we're done, but for now, let's just get everything mounted in place. So the yellow wire is the trigger wire. And what we can do is run it up here, and we're going to put it on this terminal, this ignition terminal on the solenoid, but we need to take this nut off first. All right, so that takes care of that. Then we need to run this over here and hook it onto this terminal. And see, this is gonna be plenty long enough, so I can go ahead and just cut this short and put that terminal on there. All right, now this is set up. The last wire to connect is the wire that we're gonna run all the way into the car. And I'm gonna use this wire, this loom that's already running through here, and I'm gonna route this through. In fact, I got a different size because I don't think this is big enough. We're gonna run this wire all the way back into the firewall and into the cab. And for you guys, you may have a different place to where you need to bring it in. Try not to drill a hole if you can help it. There should be places for you to run wires in, but we're gonna go ahead and get this wire, kind of stretched out and figure out how much we're gonna need, and then pull it into the cab. All right, we got the wire connected here to the new relay, and I just kind of got bundled up right now with these wires. I'm gonna put some wire loom over this in a second, but first I just got it all wired up, and I just ran it back here to the back side and over here. It's just going through the firewall here, just through a grommet that I had another wire going in. Something like that should work for you guys. I'm gonna cover this stuff and route this a little bit better when I get done, but just to kind of get the rough wire length is really the important part, so you don't make sure that it's too short. Let's go ahead and put the loom on it, and then we'll go inside the car. Okay, now that we got that wire loom all the way on here, I just went ahead and put a piece of tape on the end so it just keeps that thing from splitting and the wires coming out. I got all the way around about the back here, and all the way to the other side, same thing, piece of tape. Now let's go inside the car and see where we're gonna put this piece. All right, you can see that it's hanging down in here. Now, depending on how you guys do this, you may first of all find it easier to remove the driver's seat to get underneath the dash, particularly with these older cars. And you want to find a place to put this distribution block. So the best place to mount this is probably going to be on the firewall up there, up away from where my feet are going to be. And you guys just need to find the best place for you, and then from there we'll just go ahead and mount it in place, and then we can start hooking up the wire to this terminal right here. All right guys, I found a spot that's going to work best for me. I'm going to put it on the bottom of that vent. That may not be the best place, and I may have to remove it and put it somewhere else, but I couldn't put it on the firewall because I couldn't get a screwdriver in there to drill the holes, drill in there. So that was the problem I had with that. And I didn't want to put it on this kick panel here because this is something that you can remove. So that's going to work for now. Now I've got this thing set up and everything's good to go. I'm ready to tap into this thing for any switch source that I need. And actually I know I need to fix the tach in my car because the power source that it had, in fact, here's the wire for it right here, was not a good source for it. I needed to get a switch source for that tach. So now I have one and I can get that set up and good to go. All right guys, that's it. That's how you put a switch source in your car. Without going underneath the dash and tapping into some wires. If you want to get a good source from the battery and then have it activated by a relay, this is how you do it.